say thank you all for making time to be here and listen to my presentation. It won't take long and you will be able to resume your busy schedule shortly. My name is Tanner Kane Thompson. I've been going to KC for a couple of years now, pursuing a major in engineering. Although a couple of semesters ago I transferred into the welding program. I've gotten my basic certificate close to my advanced certificate and need this class to complete my associates in welding. It's important to try and get to know someone because it can give an insight on why they feel the way they do about certain topics and better understand their perspective. I am unapologetically myself and have hope that we will all strive for prosperity and change. I am sure we are all aware there is plenty of room for it, but it all starts from person to person with communication. So now I would like to discuss information about my career goals, plans, and some of my hobbies and my travel experience. The plans for my career path include training and degree in engineering, but I have recently joined the welding program. I really enjoy being in the welding program. I get to practice actually working it every day instead of sitting in a classroom. I thought it would be a good trade to get into because it's needed almost everywhere, and it always will be. While the way it is done might change as in robotic welding, it will always still be needed. I wanted to start off with a fabrication job to get started and get more comfortable in the field, then work towards getting a pipe welding job or an underwater welding job. Eventually I want to learn how to operate a robotic welder, which also has an underwater variant. After I make some money welding, I want to continue my engineering education. I want to specialize in either solar engineering or robotics. I have always been interested in solar power and further advancing the technology. On the other hand, the field of robotics and automation is rapidly expanding and is found in more fields all the time. I want to further automatic welding technologies and try to expand into other fields. Now that I've discussed my career path, I will talk about my hobbies. My hobbies will keep me grounded and stress-free. While I do quite enjoy fishing with my friends, I barely have the time or schedule availability to go out on the lake with them very much. Although taking the kayaks out and being on the lake, watching the sunrise is one of the most peaceful things I experience. I watch Netflix with my girlfriend a lot. My favorite genre is anime. While some people see anime as just cartoons, it is far from it. A lot of them reflect problems we face in the world, such as greed, political corruption, poverty, and rejection. Some of my favorites include Naruto, Tokyo Ghoul, and Death Note. I also like other shows such as Breaking Bad, Riverdale, and Bates Motel. I also like playing Xbox with my friends, all kinds of different games. Fighting games such as Jump Force and Mortal Kombat, war games like Call of Duty, post-apocalyptic games like Fallout and Fallout New Vegas being my favorite, all horror games like Metro and Outlast, all kinds of different experiences that I can do whenever. Finally, I'll discuss how much I enjoy my welding class and how it is enjoyable enough to be considered one of my hobbies. While I don't have the necessary equipment to do a lot outside of class, I have worked on some cool projects with my teacher in class, such as when the entire class besides me and my friend Mason didn't have the necessary homework done to take a test. He allowed them to go to the computer lab and finish it and allowed us to help him construct a big KC sign. It was much different from our usual class and we had to do a lot of new techniques. It was a good experience because I think it better reflected what working in a fabrication shop could be like. My favorite thing to do, and I would do it more often if I had the money, is traveling. I have traveled across the U.S. quite a bit, been to a few coastal states such as Louisiana and Alabama. While the ocean is nice, it had nothing to do compared to what I experienced in Colorado a couple of years ago. The snow-capped mountains were just beautiful, and the temperature was really pleasant. Never unbearably hot like it is here almost always. While I could get cold, it was a dry cold that felt a lot better than Texas. A couple of years ago, I had the pleasure to go to the Bahamas after my graduation. It is an absolutely beautiful island country, and the ocean is remarkably clear. You can see the ocean floor from the top of the boat we took to go get snorkeling. All the vendors also did an old world style of haggling. You could get almost anything they were selling at a more decent price. It made me wish we did it here. Overall, it was a really insightful experience. I'm glad I got to have it. I have always liked to try and understand other people. Different cultures mean so much to the people that follow them. While I feel America doesn't really have its own unique culture, I know it's not necessarily on a country-to-country basis, but I feel like I am without my own culture, so it's interesting to learn about other people's. Because being knowledgeable about these kinds of things can help unite people, different backgrounds, and lives. I've outlined the career path I am on, described some of my hobbies, also described my love for seeing the world. I hope we have a successful year, even though all the hazards and troubles we've been facing. I look forward to learning more about all of you, your perspectives, and remember, if you enjoy what you do, you'll never truly work a day in your life.